game. He's got lots of power. 6 home runs and 104 runs at bats to begin the season as he beats that one on the ground, and Talent gets over there for the first.
0-2 as Talent deals the pitch, and here's a fly ball into left field that pushes Lynn back toward the wall. He is right there
at the plate. He always seems to be hitting in good counts.
Here's a good one here. 3-1 now, ball 4. So he's at 18 walks. That ties him for 4th in the American League. And he's hit on the backside, and this is 4th start. A 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed into 14 runs in the 2nd inning. That's pretty good support.
Is that the game they scored 22 and just keep doing it, Aaron?
A 1-2 offering, and that's on the ground. It goes off Carmona. Cabrera charges, bare hands to first. The stretch by Hill. He's
did in yesterday's game. This one you got to really stay on top of it.
That shot into the ground, and it skips by DeRosa in fair territory. So Alex Rios. This ball drilled to center field. Sizemore got a good jump and comes down with it. So both runners retreat.
Lind, remember, hit a ton of balls to left field that drove in a lot of runs in Cleveland.
That ball grounded and picked up by Peralta. He throws to first, dug out beautifully. Here it's Johnny Peralta, the shortstop, who just made a fine play to get Adam Lind. He shoots the first ball to Scudero, and Peralta
with the home run. Just 1 home run this year, but he's very good with runners on base.
He pops this one up. And in comes Aaron Hill. So Garco's.
But they did say we will give up Matt Laporta, or the deal wasn't going to be made by the Indians.
He swings at the first pitch and airs it out into right field, and there's Overbay going out there. 3-1 as he faces Carmona. The big righty comes to the plate, and it's lined towards center field, and that ball gets down and rolls all the way up against the wall. Roland charges for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Yes.
Lyle is not hitting these days, just 2 for 23 in his last 7 games, but he hits it to the right side, and that's a productive. Good numbers with runners in scoring position. Man at third, 1 away. And into the air to left field. Laporta is going back toward the wall, and this is deep enough as Roland tags. So the Blue Jays are in the lead at 1-0 thanks to Rod Barajas. Ground ball on the first pitch by Travis Snyder. He's
Penn. You might be in that ball game. You can't go out and let it loose. Francisco pops that ball to right field. As a starter, when you have your throw date, Brian doesn't matter either, as long as he's got that Blue Jay uniform, because he's done a good job.
Here comes the payoff, and it's swung on and
for extended periods of time. First when Scott Rowland was injured at the beginning of the year. That ball is lifted to right field, and then he played some second base. When Aaron Hill was hurt, he played first to admit that, hey, you know, whatever is good for the team.
Another broken bat for Hill, and this one dies a hero. A base hit, his second of the game. He's 2 for 2. And
a little humpback liner to the shortstop.
And now Rios grounds to third, and that sneaks by a diving DeRosa. Alex reached on an error in the first yesterday against Jeremy Guthrie. And he drives this ball to center field. Sizemore, another good jump and another great catch. Goes with it. That's down the line, and that's a fair ball. Aaron Hill rounds third and comes in to score. Rios is held at third. A clutch 2-out hit for Adam Lind.
The same speed. If he could ever learn to throw a changeup with a little more change, a little bit more off speed to it.
Here she comes, and it's popped in the air into left field. Laporta comes in, and the bases are left loaded, but the Blue Jays. It's been an efficient outing for Talent so far, just 43 pitches, and this ball is hit to right field. Alex Rios is there, and Martinez is gone. Alexi Jansen and Ty Taubenheim. It's popped up, foul territory. Roland races over, and he's got it. 2 gone. Trying to get through the 4th here, and he does so. Good. Jimmy Campbell is with Pat Tabler and Sam Cosentino. Line shot caught by
pitches. Their hands are going forward. You want to keep that shoulder in there and keep those hands back.
He's 0 for his last 11. As Scutero gets under this one, pops it into shallow center field. Sizemore comes in, waves off everybody, and they get a 1.
He hit his first one on Friday this year in Detroit, so he's been in a dry spell.
Ball 4, he draws 1 ball and no strikes. Talbot keeps an eye on the runner. Here's the pitch, grounded to 3rd. Roland plays it, a high throw to 2nd, and it pulls Hill off
up from AAA.
There's the 0-2 offering, grounded to 3rd, charged by Roland. He gets 1 over at 2nd, and no play to 3rd.
Good speed at the plate also in Francisco.
1-1 is popped in the air, right field, and Peralta's back to tag, but he wisely decides to stay. Here's the 1-1, broken bat roller to 1st. This should do it. Overbay wins the foot race, and Talbot gets out of this. Jersey hanging in one of the rooms.
Yeah, that's actually Matt Baxter. He's at the head of my management, I guess, and he got that. I don't know where he got that from. I haven't seen it.
Here's Aaron Hill.
He hung that up there. So.
Well, great to have you.
The seat, I'm kind of filling up, so I'm kind of a big target. I'm just hoping I don't get my face hit or
there's
something vital.
And Grady Sizemore, I tell you, you're getting a great.
No, it's good. You come up to speed really fast. If not for to compete, just to save your life.
Hey, he has struck out 4. Gets ahead of Asdrubal Cabrera, the number 2 hitter. Cabrera grounds to short, and Scutero throws him out. The line so far for to be awfully careful with Martinez the way he's hitting these days.
Yeah, 19 hits in his last 12 games. He's got a 12-game hitting streak going.
Look at that. Oh, he's hitting 4th for the Indians.
Yeah, had a huge second half last year in terms of on base.
First on a 3-2 fastball up and out of the zone. He chased it, and then he struck out on a changeup. He flies this to center field. It sends Wells back, but he's under it to make the play. And the 6th inning is, and they are rolling after sweeping the Orioles in 3 games. Adam Lynn pops this one up. Out comes the catcher Martinez. He is held off.
Would try this. I mean, it's amazing how much dialogue goes on between Cito and the hitters.
Roland grounds out 6-3.
Cito Gaston down there at the end of the bench. I remember in the World Series, Lyle Overbay slaps that ball to left field.
Grounds the ball to Peralta, and he gets the force at 2nd.
A lot over his last few games.
The 1-2 offering, and that's Ryan Garco now. The first baseman sets in. And that goes up the middle, and there goes a no-hit attempt by Brian Talbot. Dave Bush in Milwaukee in the 8th inning. As Matt Laporta steps in looking for his first big league hit, and this might be it in a big way. A sock to left field, a home run, and this game is all tied. What a way to get your first hit in the major leagues.
They threw the ball back down on the field. That was a no doubt about it. Looking for the
Ben Francisco is in there 1-1. Talbot delivers. He drops a bunt. Quickly off the mound is Talbot. He fires to first. And this ball is drilled to right field. Chased down by Alex Rios. Francisco can fly. He's stopping at 3rd. And Cabrera grounds, taken by Scutero. He comes home, and he's safe at home. Francisco slides under the tag, and the Indians take the lead 3-2.
I think it's the right call. Those Cito Gastons.
Talent takes his time. Here's the first pitch. And it's hit to right field. Over goes Rios. He pulls it down. Sizemore tags it second. The 1-1 pitch. He jams him. Hill picks it up and throws out Chu. But three have scored for Cleveland and
into the 80s now. And one of the soft spots of this Indians team has been that bullpen.
Highly respected offense needs to get back to work as that one almost decapitates Carmona. Oh my, down to the canvas goes Hill, and he'll get up. A chopper to third. It backs up DeRosa. He makes the long throw to first. Started the night a 200 hitter with runners in scoring position. 1-0 pitch, line to left field, base hit for Wells. Scudero's in. The game is tied, and now Hill touches. The Jays are back on top. Facing Adam Lind. And Lind lines it to center field. He's got a base hit. Vernon Wells tries to go first to third and does. So Sip comes in and gives. On 3-0. It's lined right to DeRosa, and he stabs another one. It's a little better these days. Coming in more critical innings. That ball slashed to right, and DeRosa has his first base. Here's the 1-1. And there's a grounder to short. Scudero to Hill. Hill on to first. Double play. Just like. That's on the ground too. An easy play for Marco Scudero, and Brandon Lills over 4 years, 13-9 with a 2.74 ERA as he strikes.
First run of the game, that sacrifice fly, staying back on a changeup, lifting it out into left field for an RBI.
He flies this to right field. There's Chu in a Blue Jay uniform. Was a grand slam against R.A. Dickey in Minneapolis. This he waves at a pitch 3 consecutive games. And so League stays in there and gives up a leadoff single to DeLucci. Insurance policy for Cito Gaston just in case. There's Francisco again. He drops it down to the first base side. Overbay goes to Hill. 0-1 on Sizemore. Here's the pitch. The ball lifted to left field. There's Bautista. Makes a bit of an awkward catch. 0-2 on Cabrera. League into the windup. Here's the pitch, and it's lined to right field. Rios up. Here's the throw in. No play at the plate, and the Indians have tied the game. Martinez is hitting .376. And he drills the ball to center field. Well hit. Vernon Wells on the run. It's over his head, up against the wall, and it gets away from him. In comes Cabrera. The Indians now lead as Martinez doubles in the run, and now Cleveland is on top. And this one's headed for center field. It drops in front of Wells. He keeps it in front, but Martinez comes around, and the Indians pad the lead. It's now 6-4. Here's a grounder backhanded and initially dropped by over the cult hero on the north side in Chicago. Down low, ball 4, and Scudero does his job. Here's Hill sending it to center field. Back to the wall is Sizemore, and he hits it a long way for an out. Scudero tags from first. The only victory Cleveland was able to secure in that series. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's off the end of the bat into center field. Sizemore watches it drop, and Scudero reads the ball. And he gets him. Vernon Wells 2. Martinez sneaks out. Here's the pitch, and it's drilled towards center field, dropping quickly. And here comes Scudero. Here's Rios, and we're tied again.
battle and scrap and come up with a 2-out base hit.
Here's a floater. Back of second base. Out goes Sam Cosentino and our Sportsnet.ca columnist Scott Carson up in the booth. First pitch swinging, and Peralta flies. Darko choked up on the bat, and he sends this one out toward center. It dropped. Fraser sets at the letters. Here comes the pitch, and it's on the ground off of Fraser, and he spins and decides not to throw. Up his first ever major league hit, a 2-run home run to left, and this ball is drilled into center field, caught on a line by Vernon Wells.
Take that back. Lefties 0 for 10 against Murphy.
First pitch swinging, golf to center field, coming on quickly as Wells, and he makes the catch. Here's a chopper that is fielded by Betancourt beautifully. He leaps and grabs the ball in the bottom of the 10th, tied. Here's the 2-2 coming, and Barajas pops it up.
That's Johnny Peralta.
And he loops this toward left field. Barfield was well back, and that drops for a base hit, and he fumbles the ball too. So Millar, who was thinking about second, takes it easily. Here's the pitch, and it's popped in the air over near foul ground. Chu is over there, and that's it. The 10th. At one point, the Blue Jays were a strike away from winning this. He shoots that one to left, and he's on with a single. First, 11th inning, nobody out. Here's the delivery, and it's grounded to Hill. He flips to second, on to first, a 4, 6, and 3.
Some consistent playing time. Put up some decent numbers after the All-Star break last year.
Here's Hill again. An easy play for Aaron. Swung on and missed, and here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's up the middle, of base hit. He's not going here, and Bautista swings and misses, striking out, and that is the third baseman turned first baseman, standing in against Sean Kemp. A diving attempt by Overbay. The ball squirts into the corner, and Rios plays it off the wall. Here's the throw in. It's late. Kemp glances at DeRosa. Here's the pitch, and it's on the ground to the shortstop Scudero, and he's away. 3-1. Here's the pitch. It's up high. Ball from right-handed hitters, or run the sinker in on them.
Yeah, you don't know what to look for.
And now on 0-2, he comes back, and there's a base hit up the middle for Barfield. Turning for home. Here comes the runner in to score, and DeRosa has given the Indians the lead. Back to the base is the rookie.
You want to get right on the inside corner and push off on that bag.
That's popped up by Francisco, and the infield fly rule is called, so he's going. Ripped to right field, and that's a base hit too. Valbuena comes in. The ball gets past Rios and up against the wall, and now Barfield's waved home. Here's the throw home, and it sneaks away from Barajas. Off to third goes Sizemore, and the Indians have scored 3.
An error has been charged to Aaron Hill on the throw home.
Here's a tapper. Camp fields the ball, gets it to first. He's got the sign. And the pitch is hit toward left field. There's Barfield running over, and he can't get to it. It's up and off the wall, and Roland has a double. So a situation where you need base runners, that's a great. There's a ball on the ground. Valbuena picks it up and throws out Overbay. Here comes the payoff now, and it's lined to left field, a base hit. So Roland scores. That makes it a 2-run lead, Cleveland. And John McDonald comes to the plate. ability to bunt. McDonald, base hit left field. So Barajas goes to second. McDonald. You've got runners at first and second for the Jays. Cleveland with a 2-run lead. This is grounded to third. They go to second for one. On to first, and he's pulled off the bag. DeRosa's pulled off the bag, and Scutaro is safe. It would be the winning run, but he's in an 0-2 hole here, and he swings and misses. That's the ball game. Cleveland wins a marathon 9-7 in 12.